Hey, good morning, Coach Gene here. Just wanted to send out a video just kind of demonstrating some of the exercises that we're going to be working on in our obstacle course when I see you guys next week. I know this week is a remote learning week for everybody, which is fine. So I'll just give you guys a few things to work on in preparation of coming back next week for the obstacle course that we are going to be doing. I guess before I get started, I just hope everybody had a great Christmas, great holiday season, holiday break. Wish you guys a happy new year. Hopefully 2021 will be a great year for all of us. So that being said, I'll get right to it. One of the first things that we're going to do in our obstacle course, we're going to be using the TRX bands. And we're going to go ahead and be doing some TRX band push-ups. And like I like to tell the kids, and I'll tell you guys right now, is we're going to pretend like we're Superman or Superwoman flying through the air, and that's how we're going to hold the handles on these TRX straps with an over grip. We're going to go ahead and lower our upper body. Well, I should actually start by saying, our feet are going to be up against the wall so that we're kind of locked into the wall here. These can be a little bit hairy as they move us left and right, so we want to make sure that we keep ourselves secure against the wall. And then the second part of that is, continuing to work on our core. So we want to make sure we're pulling that belly button in towards our spine so that we stabilize our core. That's going to help us really work on the core muscles, the stabilizing muscles as we do this exercise. We're just going to bend our elbows and lower our chest between our hands, bringing our shoulder blades together. Again, keeping our back nice and straight, core nice and tight. And then back to the upright position, or as upright as we can be. And then we're going to be doing 5 of these before we move on to the next exercise. Okay, so remember, bend the elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together, keep the core tight by pulling your belly button in, back to the top. Okay, there's going to be some different exercises we'll do in between, but I just want to give you guys some of the basic ones. The next thing we'll be doing is we'll be doing a ball slam, and I'll have different weighted balls up against the wall. With the ball slam, essentially, guys, we're going to be using this as an explosive movement to create a lot of energy. We're going to use a lot of speed. We're going to pick the ball up by squatting, bending our knees, pushing our hips back, getting the ball up to our chest, above our head, to our tippy toes, or jumping off the ground, depending on how comfortable you are, okay? And we're going to bring the ball as hard as we can down into the ground. Back into that squat position, pick it back up to the top, down, and so forth. As hard as we can. I always tell you guys, trying to put a hole in the ground, right? That's the kind of energy that we're trying to create in the ball slam. Another exercise we'll be doing with the heavy ball will be a wall ball shot. So I'll just turn around and use this wall as the example. In the wall ball shot, again, the ball will be on the ground. We're going to squat down, bend the knees, hips back. We're going to go ahead and put the ball up to our chest here, and we're going to drive it up into the wall. Not trying to catch it on the way down. Let the ball hit the ground. Got the ball again, squat, jump, push all the way up, extending our arms, trying to get the ball up as high as we can on the wall. Very explosive movement, full body movement again. So we'll be doing some wall ball shots. Another exercise I'd like you guys to practice at home. Now, on some of these at home, guys, if you don't have a heavy ball, you could use anything, really. You could use a pillow, maybe a heavy throw pillow. Make sure mom and dad say it's okay first. You could use any kind of sandbag, something that can hit the ground. Or if you don't have it, then just practice with nothing in your hands, and just practice the motion so that when you get here and we're doing the obstacle course, we don't have to spend too much time relearning some of this stuff. You guys will have an idea of how to do it. And obviously same with the wall shots. Jumping jacks. This will be a review, but I'll just do a quick review. In the jumping jacks, we're going to start off in the letter I position, and we're going to jump out to the letter X position, essentially, kind of how I explained it to the kids, and then back to the letter I. So as our hands go out, our feet go out, and as our hands come in, our feet come in. We're going to do that together. So you guys will just work on, say X, I, X, I, X, I. X meaning arms through legs, making kind of the letter X. I, we bring everything back together. So working on those jumping jacks. We'll also be doing some ladder drills. I don't have the ladder here in front of me because at home you guys may not have a ladder, but what you can do is you can go out into the driveway. If you have some driveway chalk, you can make a ladder or just even work on a few movements. One of the movements we'll be doing is just gonna be a bunny hop through the ladder. We're gonna have our feet together. We're gonna be on the balls of our toes, the balls of our feet, I should say, on our toes. And we're just gonna bunny hop through the ladder. Try not to let your heels hit the ground. Okay, let's just stay on the toes. And that's kind of gonna teach us a little bit lighter, be a little lighter on our feet. The other exercise will be an Icky shuffle, which I will explain in class. It'll be much easier for me to explain in class how to do the Icky shuffle through the ladder. And then we'll also be doing a slalom. So we're feet together, with 2 feet into the ladder, into the square of the ladder, and then out as we move forward, in, out, moving forward through the ladder. And again, I'll review a little bit more of that in class next week. But those are some things you can work on at home if you have your own ladder, or you can make a ladder out of sidewalk chalk if your parents let you do that out in the driveway or something. Let's see, what other exercises? I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Most of the other stuff that we're going to be doing, we're doing balance beam, we'll be doing hopscotch, we will be doing mountain climbers. So mountain climber. We're going to go ahead and get down, hands on the ground. We can start with one of our knees up against our chest. The other foot will be extended out. And all we're going to do, keeping our head forward, is exchange our legs back and forth by driving the knee to our chest and extending in the other leg here. So just back and forth. Driving one knee to the chest and then alternating the other leg. This is another great core exercise, also good for shoulder girdle, holding our body up with our arms. Good cardiovascular exercise. We'll be doing some mountain climbers. We'll be doing some balance stones, balance beams. We will be jumping over some of my heavy bags, some of my football dummy bags that I have. We'll be doing some tumbling. We'll be doing some tire pulls. These are kind of some things that are maybe a little bit tougher to do at home. We'll be doing some bag flips. I just want to remind you guys, with my heavy bags that we have, we'll be flipping those. We will also be doing some lateral work around cones, change of direction stuff. The other thing that we'll be working on over this corner here is we'll be doing some high jumps. So I can kind of describe to you guys what I'll be looking at there. With the bar up in front of us, we're just going to be working on exploding up as high as we can, touching the bar. Once again, we're going to be using our hips, legs to reach and to jump as high as we can. So we want to load those hips back, bend the knees, and we're going to bring the arms back coiled, and we're going to uncoil and unload the hips at the same time as we drive up to try to reach the high point of the bar, which will be in the corner of the gym. So for this week, for everyone remote learning, I'd like you guys to review some of those exercises that we did. If you have any questions, send me a message on Google Classroom. And I'm looking forward to starting the new year off with the obstacle course. Everybody has a good time with that. It's a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. So have a great day, have a great week. We'll see you guys soon.